Hi everyone, I'm Jen from Jen.jenart, and in today's video I'm going to take you step by step through cleaning your paintbrushes, specifically for oil paints. If you've watched the first half of this video, you'll have gone through this tutorial with me where we've gone through the process of mixing our paints together and applying them to the canvas paper that we've got here. This second part is about cleaning your paintbrushes. So even if you haven't watched this one or you've done this one and you've gone through and you've done other paintings and you want to come back and you want to look at how to clean your brushes properly, this video is for you. Stay tuned because I'm going to go through step by step and looking at the products. I'll give you the demonstration and we'll see how they come up at the end. I hope you're ready. Let's get started. So the products that I've got right now, I have my solvent in this jar. I've got the hand and brush cleaner here, and then I've got some wipes. Now, the brushes that I'm going to be cleaning up are these ones here. You can see there's a fair bit of paint on them. So your first step, I'm going to start with this one, my size 4. Your first step is to try and get out as much of that paint onto the wipe as possible before you even get to the solvent, because the solvent is the thing that will get the harder to access paint out. So I've just got my brush holding it like that, and I'm using the wipe like this over the top. And I'm going in the same direction as the brush strokes. I'm not going in this direction because I don't want to damage them. Flip it over and do the same thing. So you just try and get out as much as you can. All right, so that's a lot better than what it was before. Now this is the solvent, the Langridge Solvent 75. Now you can see that I've got a little bit in there, and then down the bottom down here is a lot of pigment, and I want to avoid lifting up that pigment. So what I'm going to do is I've got the paintbrush in, and I'm just going to put it on the side like that so you can see it. And I'm just going to agitate it slightly side to side, and then rotate and do the same thing. And you can see all of that pigment coming out. So I just keep doing that for a little bit, remembering that I don't want to mix up the pigment that's underneath. So be really careful. If you do, then you know it happens. Don't stress too much about it. All right, so I'm going to just take it out, go back to my wipes, and try and get as much as I can out. Now that looks really good. It looks like there is not much in there, but this is where this stuff comes in handy. So I'm just scooping up a little bit. This is that hand and brush cleaner. It's got little beads in it like this. And I'm just going to use the lid to try and scoop up as much as I can. And what it does is those little beads will work into the paintbrush, and it will try and pick up as much of that paint pigment as it can. So we cleaned it with the wipes, we cleaned it with the solvent, and yet there was still paint in that brush. So just wipe it clean, and it's all done. So you can also use this hand and brush cleaner as like a bit of a conditioning product for the brush if you're not going to be painting for a few days. It just keeps it in its shape, and I just have it like that, and then I just put it in its little holder. And that is how I clean my paintbrushes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing with these two, and then I will have my brushes nice and clean, ready for my next painting session. I hope that this tutorial has been informative for you. If you have any questions, please just let me know. There is also a little bit of a little variation in the process if you haven't cleaned your paintbrushes straight away after a session, because oil paints can still harden up. And that is just to have a little silicone brush cleaning mat, and it just a little bit more of a process of backwards and forwards between using this and cleaning it onto the silicone mat and then back in and forwards. And it's only like 5 minutes extra, so it is something that you can do if you have not cleaned your brushes straight away. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.